Hey guys, so today I'll be recreating the American Girl Idea School Hot Lunch set. I won't be doing the whole thing because I only have the supplies for the carrots, chips, and cheese. Just a minute and I will show you what you need. As promised, here are your supplies. For this craft, you will need Scotch tape or packing tape, orange cardstock, yellow and white Xerox paper or printer paper, a glue stick, jumbo or regular sized, scissors, and the printables from the American Girl Ideas website. You will not be using the milk. You will be using the carrots, chips, and cheese. I will link the website down in the description. And now we're going to start. To start, what you're going to do is take your scissors and cut out those. Remember to ignore the milk and just cut out the carrots, chips, and cheese printables. As you see, you should be left with this. Now, we will get into the first step. As you can see, there are 6 of each printable, which is perfect because there are 3 of us. I have 2 siblings, and each of us have 2 dolls, so I'll be making carrots, chips, and cheese for my siblings' dolls as well. First, take your orange cardstock and cut about 1/8 of it, a strip about 1/8 of it wide. Once you've done that, cut the strip in half like this. You may need more than half, but for now, just cut it in half. Once you've done that, take one of the halves and cut them into strips about 1/4 to 1/2 inch wide. This may not be enough carrots, so go ahead and cut up the other half as well. That looks better. Now on to step 2. Take a piece of packing tape, as long as you would like, but long enough to fit the label and the carrots. You can't see the tape, but you can see the shine. Then, take a baby carrots label and cut it out just like this. Then take the label and stick it upside down onto the packing tape with the sticky side up. Well, put the colored part upside down on the sticky side of the tape. As you can see, I've already started the next step, which is putting the carrots onto the tape. Make sure that at least one part of the carrot is sticking onto the tape so they don't move around in the package. There. I didn't end up using all of the carrots because they wouldn't all fit onto the tape. Now for the next step. The next step is pretty simple. You take the part of the tape with the label on it and stick it to the middle, or as close to the middle as you can, of the carrots. Then press down, going from top to bottom on the tape to seal it. Then cut away the edges of the tape and you should be left with a package of baby carrots. It looks somewhat like this. Next, we will make the chips. To make the chips, take the scissors and cut the yellow printer paper into small circles. As you can see, I'm clearly not finished cutting out all the chips, but feel free to cut them into different shapes and sizes, because no chip is perfect. I've also found it helpful to cut off small pieces from the original sheet of paper to make it easier to cut circles. This is probably more than enough chips. Anyway, next we are going to do what we did with the carrots. Get some packaging tape and tear off a piece just like with the carrots. Next, cut out a potato chip logo. Next, stick the logo upside down on the packing tape, just as we did with the carrots. Next, start laying the chips on the tape, and make sure at least one part of the chips is touching the tape, again, so they don't move around in the package. Again, I didn't use all of my chips, as you can see. Then fold up the piece of tape that has the potato chip logo on it and center it as best you can in the middle of the pile. Then trim away the excess tape on the edge, but leave some, so it still looks like a package. Now you have your carrots and chips. Now we'll make our cheese. Sorry, my bad. At the beginning of the video, I forgot to add that you will also need something round to roll the cheese around. Next, cut the white printer paper in half. Then you cut one of the halves into half, like this. not the long way down, the short way across. Next, I cut that half into halves two ways, those quarters. One I cut down, and 1/4 I cut across. I decided that I liked the part that I cut across better, so I'm going to use that part to roll into cheese. Next, take your cheese and roll it around. Don't forget to add glue. I rolled my cheese kind of uneven, so I'm going to trim down the sides so that they look even. Now, I don't have cream colored paint like American Girl Ideas does, but I still think that the white looks great. Just the plain white paper looks great. Then you're going to take another piece of Scotch tape or packing tape and tear a piece off like we did for the chips and carrots. Then cut out a string cheese label and stick it upside down onto the tape as we've done before. Then stick the cheese onto the tape and trim it down so that it fits. Then fold over the part of the tape with the label on it. It's okay if it's not completely straight because mine isn't. And now you have your completed carrots, chips, and cheese. I'm sorry that mine didn't turn out as good as American Girl Ideas did, but I still think they turned out okay. What about you? Tell me what you think down in the comments, and don't forget to drop a like, subscribe, and share this video with your friends. Bye!